All right, guys, it's that time again for our mid-month check-in for the month of August. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name's Theo. Thank you so much for hanging out. I just wanted to do my mid-month check-in as I try and do every month. This one is the month of August, letting you guys know how things have been for me, what's going on with the channel, what I've been reading, what the plans are, what I got going on, any planned videos, special live streams, things like that. As usual, I'm going to try and keep things time-stamped in different categories. So if there's something in particular that you're interested in, or maybe you want to skip a particular section because you hate that, you can go ahead and do that. On the personal side, as you may have heard me say before, I'm going through a little bit of a busy time with work right now. We go through kind of phases, and I had a little bit of a lull for a couple weeks, but right now things are picking up. I have a very busy kind of high maintenance portfolio, and not to get too into kind of what I do and stuff and bore you guys, but I do have an analyst and an assistant that kind of helps me with the portfolio. He's fairly new, he's getting trained. Things are piling up. I got a lot of new deals to take care of, and I'm doing a lot more administrative stuff just to make sure that things kind of go smoothly, even though that's not really what I'm supposed to spend time doing. That's kind of just where I'm at. I'm a little bit slammed. So work's been not only in kind of a peak, kind of busy time, but also just a little bit more stressful because of all the different things that I have to take care of all at once. So work's been kind of crazy. What that means for the channel, which I'm going to touch on a little bit later, is I might have to reduce my content a little bit. Like I'm going to do 100% one video, and I usually do that on Sundays. I won't get too into it. I'll talk about this later, but I might have to reduce it from 2 videos to like 1 video, and I'm going to do 100% one video. If I can, I might throw in another 1 or 2 videos as I have time to do that. But anyway, we'll talk about that later. I am very, very excited though, because next week, the week of August 22nd, I actually have some time off. So I took vacation for the whole week, which leads to, you know, a little bit more of a busy time right now in this week while I try and get things prepared so that I can step away and take a week off next week. But what that means is, you know, because I haven't had a whole lot of time to read as much as I would have liked, and I'll touch on this when I talk about books and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, because I haven't had a whole lot of time to read as much as I would have liked, I'm going to use that time to catch up. It'll be really nice. I have basically, you know, the weekend before that week, I have the whole week off, and then I have the following weekend before I go back to work on like the 29th of August. So I do have some time to catch up. That's going to be really welcomed. I could use a little bit of relaxation. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not really doing anything. I'd love to be able to enjoy the weather. We're still kind of going through a little bit of a heat wave right now. It's not really a heat wave. It's just kind of a, you know, warm summer, a little bit warmer than usual. So it would be really nice to just go down by the water or do some hikes or whatever and just kind of get out. We had a really nice brunch the other day, my wife and I, on a patio, and it was just nice to be outside and getting some air, getting some sun and that kind of stuff. So yeah, I'm very excited for next week to just relax and not have to do anything, and definitely catch up with some YouTube stuff and some reading. When I return to work after this week off that I have, the week of August 29th, I'll actually be out of town. So I'm actually going to be in a place called Kamloops, BC, which is in the province that I live, but it's about 4 hours, and it's more in the interior of the province. About 4 hours away, my wife is doing like a veterinary technician, basically, for lack of a better word, like a practicum, and she has to be out there to attend the university, but also this kind of like farm where they do some other stuff and like a lab. So yeah, she's going to be out there for the full week. I decided to go up with her. I'm going to work remotely from an Airbnb. That means that I'll probably have to do a little bit of pre-recording and filming so that we have some content for you guys the week that I'm away, because I don't really want to film on location when I'm there. I won't have the right setup. I won't have the right camera. I might do some spontaneous stuff. I might even vlog some stuff, but that video might come out later. So I'll pre-record some stuff to make sure you guys aren't missing out on what I'm reading and what I have going on. So it is going to be kind of an interesting getaway. She's going to be there for school. I'm going to be there for work. And the day that we leave, actually, on the Sunday night, August 28th, is our 1-year wedding anniversary. So we're going to be in Kamloops at an Airbnb, kind of just working like usual during our 1-year anniversary, but we're going to try and do what we can. We're going to go out for dinner and kind of do whatever we can to celebrate. And we'll probably do something when we're back, and maybe, you know, go out or take a couple days off together and do something like that. So on the book side of things, as I mentioned, I've been really busy this whole month, basically. August has been kind of crazy. Even the tail end of July was a little bit nuts. And so again, I'm looking forward to next week, having time off to catch up with reading and relax and make up for some lost time. I haven't read a whole lot. I have read so far I finished Swan Song into the very beginning of August, so that did take a little bit of time. But then I read The Lesser Devil, which is the kind of novella that takes place between The Empire of Silence and Howling Dark. As you guys know, I'm co-hosting the read along for the Sun Eater series, and we're on book 2, Howling Dark, right now. I'll get into that a little bit later because that's what I'm reading right now. But The Lesser Devil is a novella, takes place from the point of view of Hadrian's brother Crispin. Has nothing really to do with the main storyline, but it basically is about what Crispin is up to, after Hadrian. I don't want to spoil anything, but basically it's Crispin's point of view. And so I read that one. And then I read my first Ken Liu piece, which was The Paper Menagerie. It's only 12 or like 15 pages, depending on, I guess, how you read it. And it was my first introduction to Ken Liu. I'm waiting to read The Dandelion Dynasty. I'm very excited to get to that one soon. I thought I would by now, but I haven't quite had the time. I have some other priority reads. So I decided to pick up this Paper Menagerie. It's very short. And without spoiling stuff, it was very impactful for me. It was only, like I said, 12 to 15 pages. People rave about it. Patrick Leo said it's, an incredible piece of writing for how short it is. And actually, I think it was one of his videos that made me want to pick it up. And I thought, well, it's only like whatever, 12 pages. So I picked it up, and it almost brought me to tears, which is kind of crazy. I related quite a lot. I don't want to get into spoilers and stuff. I mean, it's kind of, there's not a whole lot to it. It's only 12 pages, but as someone who grew up with 2 immigrant parents that moved here and didn't speak English, and then had me, growing up being kind of bullied about, my parents' accents and my foreign lunches at school and that kind of stuff, I could totally relate. And it's basically about a son and his mother. Okay, we'll just leave it at that. And it was really emotional. It really hit close to home for me. And as I said, it almost brought me to tears, which I am sort of shocked about. So that was excellent. I had a really good time with that. Right now I'm reading Howling Dark. So I'm about 2/3 of the way through Howling Dark. I hope to wrap that up in the next day or so. And I'm having a really good time. The beginning was a little bit hard to get into. I have been filming a little bit, so I don't know if I'll release a reading vlog or not, or I might just do maybe a review. I might not do any of that because we are going to be doing a live stream. I'll talk about that when I get to kind of like channel updates and stuff, but we are doing a live stream with a bunch of booktubers, including Alex from Tall Guy Reads, who's co-hosting the read along of the Sun Eater books. And we'll be doing a Howling Dark spoiler discussion. So I don't think this book warrants a review from me. I think other people will probably do it better, more justice than I can. So I don't know. I think I'll just wrap it up and consider it done. And, I'll let you guys know in my wrap up what I thought. So for a little bit of a channel update, we recently hit 650 subscribers, which I'm just speechless. Like I didn't really expect this, to be honest. So for all the subscribers, new and existing, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys being here. I hope that comes across in our engagement and comments and all that stuff. I really do appreciate all you guys. All my patrons, thank you so much for the support, the encouragement, the ability to buy, another book here and there. I really appreciate that. It helps the content. It helps all that kind of stuff. So I appreciate you. There's no words I can say that expresses that quite as articulately as I'd like, but just thank you. It looks like we're sort of trending 1,000 subscribers by kind of the end of the year is what I'm thinking. So I don't know, it's a little premature, but I'm sort of thinking what to do for that. And I'm thinking about doing maybe a live Q&A type of, ask me anything, just the standard Q&A type session, but also maybe do a little bit of a giveaway. I have a few books that I wouldn't mind finding better homes for. I wouldn't mind doing a little bit of a raffle, or like not a raffle, but like a little bit of a random pick for maybe a gift card or something like that. But yeah, again, 1,000 subscribers is kind of what we're trending right now for like the end of the year. So hopefully y'all stick around for that. And that would be a fun live stream. And again, hopefully I can get you guys some giveaways. Okay, cool. So I just realized that my settings were kind of jacked up and my shutter speed was wrong and whatever. And so my lighting probably looks like it changed a little bit. So whatever, man, I'm just going to roll with it because YouTube is fun. So anyway, on the topic of channel and content and all that kind of stuff, as I alluded to before, I am quite busy right now, and I think I'm gonna have to make the commitment, just for one video a week. And that video, 99.9% of the time is gonna be on a Sunday, because I enjoy having the week to prepare and film and edit and all that kind of stuff, and have a little bit of time on the weekend, like Friday night, Saturday, to make sure that Sunday I can drop a video no matter what. So that is probably gonna be the norm, is gonna be a video on Sundays. Again, it's gonna be very rare that I have to move that Sunday video to like a Monday or something like that. Usually it'll be be Sunday. And then I'm going to try my best, as usual, to fit in another video or even two in subsequent, days of the week. But for now, all I can commit to, I think, with my schedule being the way it is for the next probably couple months, is at least one video a week. Again, I know that there are going to be weeks where it'll be 2 videos, but I just kind of wanted to put it out there, and hopefully you guys understand that life can get in the way, and I also don't want it to chew up too much of my reading time. Otherwise, I'll have nothing to talk about with you guys. So that is going to be the new norm, probably the 1 video a week with the, sometimes 2nd or 3rd video if I can do that. On the channel, I posted a couple videos this month. I did most recently a why you should read or where to start with the author with Blake Crouch. And I think I'm going to do that for a few authors as I continue to read more and more from some favorites of mine. If there are authors where it's a little bit tricky to figure out kind of where to start, or if, let's say, for example, John Gwynne has a couple series. I get the question all the time, does this series connect with this one? Can I read this series before this one? Can I read the sequel series without having read the previous one? If you know John Gwynne's books, you understand exactly what I'm talking about. So for authors that are favorites of mine, where I've read enough of their work to be able to make an insightful opinion or help in some way, I might make more videos of those in the future. But for now, I did Blake Crouch. That one went over fairly well. A couple of people had really good comments to say that I helped them find kind of where they should start, or they've read one, they weren't, were a little bit mixed on it, and now they have a little bit of motivation to pick up one of the other ones that I mentioned. So that one was great. I also did my Empire of Silence review. I did a full non-spoiler, I like to do non-spoiler review of Empire of Silence, the first book in the Sun Eater series by Christopher Ruocchio. Obviously, you guys know about the channel read along. I'll go ahead and leave a link to the Discord. If you haven't joined that, please go ahead, and we'd love to see you there. That one took quite a bit of extra time, a little bit more editing, a little bit more thought went into that one. I really wanted to convey my thoughts on that from beginning to end, including, talking about the author and just everything, right? I talked about my whole experience reading that book, what I liked, what, I thought, could have been changed a bit, or very minor critiques. I really enjoyed it. I gave it a 4.5 stars. So I did that video as well. And then of course you guys caught my July wrap up, which was very successful. Again, I don't read 50 books a month, but of what I read in July, I had a stellar month. I read a little bit of everything: historical fiction, fantasy, sci-fi. I even read my first manga volume. So last month was excellent. This month, it's a little bit slow in terms of pacing for me and reading what I want to read, but I'm almost done Howling Dark. Things are looking good and I'm having a blast. In terms of what's coming up on the channel and fun videos to keep an eye out for, myself, Baron, Alex, and RJ, the Grimoire Discord, gang for all, for lack of a better word, doing kind of a special TBR pick. We're going to do a video. We're going to do a live stream. It was scheduled for August 19th, this Friday, if I'm not mistaken. I'll update you guys and let you guys know if that schedule has changed. I think it has changed a little bit, but keep an eye out for this one because it's going to be super fun. Basically, the 4 of us have chosen a book for the other 3. We haven't told each other even. We're going to announce it live on the live stream, and we're going to basically let each other know what books we've picked for each other. In September, we're going to have to read those 3 books from the other, Grimoire members. So that's going to be really fun. We also might have a special guest. Keep an eye out for this video. It's going to be fun. And so yeah, the rules are we have to have read it. We have to know enough about it to be able to recommend it at least. And we're not trying to necessarily punish each other, but there's no DNFs, there's no whining, there's no page length threat, there's no criteria. It's basically just a book we want to see the other person read for whatever reason. And so I have my picks for the rest of the gang, and it's going to be really fun. So keep an eye out for that one. Also in the month of August so far, I was lucky enough to be part of a live stream. We called it kind of the crew of 22 booktubers, and that is myself, Jordan Lamagna, Alex over at Tall Guy Reads, RJ at RJ Reads, Venus at Venus Escapes to Read, and read by Kyle. And it was hosted by Kyle, who did such an amazing job leading us and facilitating this discussion. Some really good questions. I had an absolute blast. We had some, great comments. Alan was in the comments making us laugh. Kyle was just hilarious. If you guys want to have a good laugh and just kind of feel like you're chatting with friends and just like watch a really hilarious live stream, go ahead and watch that one. It was really fun, really good group of people. Please go ahead and check out their channels. I'll leave them all linked below in case you want to check them out, show some support. They're all really good people, really good content, really good booktubers. and I think you'll share a lot of similar tastes with most of them. So yeah, we had a blast. Kyle made us laugh so hard. There's a couple parts there where, oh, you have to go check out the video. I also might be doing a reading sprint. I'll be joined with my wonderful friend, Madison Goodyear. She has an incredible channel. If you're watching this channel, you probably know of Madison. So I'll leave her channel linked below as well, just in case, but it was scheduled for this coming Saturday. May or may not happen. It might get bumped or whatever, but I'll put kind of a screenshot here of what we were thinking. Just a live stream, August 20th. That's what we were thinking. And come join, hang out, comment, relax with us, read some books, do whatever, join us either way. If the date's gonna change, I'll let you guys know, somehow. But for now, for all intents and purposes, that's kind of what we're thinking. I also might be doing a little book haul for you guys coming up soon. That'll probably be the next video. It'll be a little book haul. I have some really nice editions. Well, I have some new books, some used books, a really nice kind of collectible edition. I was gifted a book, some indie books that I want to show off as well. So stick around for that. I'm going to do a nice book haul coming up. Again, that's probably going to be the next video. That is it, guys. I don't want to talk about too much other stuff. Not a whole lot notable that I watched. I watched like most of Lightyear, but I ended up falling asleep. So there's not a whole lot to talk about on the video game and movie side. I'm just going to leave it there. I really appreciate you sticking around. Hopefully you guys aren't bored by these kind of updates. And yeah, that's kind of it. If there's any feedback or anything, always, I'll talk to you guys in the comments. And for now, I'll leave it there and I'll catch you guys on the next one.